we've had him in some top 8s, especially when we're around the area. He's from the Chicago area, so when we're around here, he's normally playing a top 8 in one of the tournaments. I've seen him in the Legacy top 8 before, but this Green-Black Devotion deck, he's playing off to a nice start here. He's got Burning Tree Emissaries, Elvish Mystics, Courser of Krufix, Boon Satyr, Eidolon of Blossoms, Voyaging Satyr, Pulachronos, Nylea, God of the Hunt ×3, a couple copies of Farika, God of Affliction, Sylvan Caryatid, Garrett Collar Beast. This is about as Nykthos-y as you can get, honestly.
Wow, interesting. And this is basically similar to the deck I played last week, instead of white, he's playing black. But yeah, very interesting because, you know, I think you get Eidolon of Blossoms obviously very good in this particular type of deck. And Farika, God of Affliction, another enchantment, and gives you a decent 3-drop in this deck. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this deck functions. I love me a Devotion deck.
VanMeter unable to shave last weekend. Got as close as you could possibly get, up a game in the finals. And couldn't get it done.
It's getting desperation time with that beard. It's getting a little unruly.
He just said all you have to do is wash it and comb it a bunch, and you're fine. I believe him, but it's not something I want to do. But he also did tell me that he does have clippers in his room. He actually brings clippers with him now.
Yeah, if your plan is to shave when you win,
yeah,
that means immediately after you win.
We see a Forest and an Elvish Mystic to begin things here for Baugh. You saw VanMeter lead off with just a Temple of Abandon. This is an Overgrown Tomb. You see the Putrefy in Chris's hand right now, the old school art. That is a Sylvan Caryatid. So it's a little game of mana ramp and who can do the better stuff first. VanMeter does have a lot of lands in his hand right now, though. 2 Blood Crypts, another copy of Stomp, and a Singleton copy of Stomping Ground, excuse me.
Yeah, a card like Stormbird Dragon's kind of difficult for mono green Devotion to beat unless you have like Arbor Colossus, which a lot of these versions aren't playing anymore.
Something about Thoughtseize being the best card in Standard is what I should say right now, right?
Thoughtseize takes out Gorklan Rampager, and Chris is just left with a Putrefy.
Chris needs something big to cast right now. Chris is going to play face up here while Jacob does write the information down. Blood Crypt going to come in. Had it. He had it.
Still had all these.
See, you can't stop the top of their decks. Yeah, it's a trick. Pulachronos showing up to the party here. Quite good against this kind of strategy, honestly. Being able to take care of that Elvish Mystic, set back the mana a little bit. But Baugh has a Pulachronos of his own. But we already know that VanMeter has the Putrefy for that. As VanMeter does pick up another land, will he fire off the Putrefy right now or just try to take care of that Elvish Mystic is the question.
Yeah, I think you have to Putrefy here so you can attack.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Take care of the opposing Pulachronos. Attack here for 5. Baugh's going to go down to 11. Again, he took 2 from the Thoughtseize and 2 from the Overgrown Tomb to be able to cast the Thoughtseize, plus the 5. Puts him at 11 as he does draw his card for the turn. See if he can keep up here with VanMeter.
So let's see what Jacob wants to do here. He's going to play a Temple of Malady. He's got a Boon Satyr in his hand, which could be pretty interesting if Chris decides to fight the elf and then attack.
Could get a little awkward. Doesn't have the necessary mana to bestow it right now. He's 1 short.
Well, no, I mean, I'm saying if he activates the fight and then attacks, because it will take 1. Oh no, so it'll be a 6/6.
Guy goes, yeah.
So he's just gonna cast Nylea here.
Well, he's just working his way towards Devotion. VanMeter gonna take a draw here. A copy of Mysium Mortars.
Oh, that card blew me out last week. It's so annoying for mono green Devotion.
That's like the one card they don't want to see. I don't think they want to see either card, Pulachronos or Mysium Mortars, honestly.
Yeah, so VanMeter in a pretty good spot here. He can actually just monstrous his Pulachronos to kill that elf and then drop Jacob down to 5. He's basically dead next turn. Mysium Mortar's Overload can sweep everything up. So
yeah, he can just monstrous for 2, too, if he wants to. He can just use all this mana, make this guy into a 7/7, kill the elf, get him for 7, put him down to 4. 5 and 4, it's not really much of a difference at this point, honestly.
Yeah. But, yeah, if I'm VanMeter, I'd probably just monstrous here. Play the land, attack, and pass.
One thing for sure, whenever you watch Chris play, is he always thinks his decisions through quite a bit. Because, I mean, take a look at his hand. He's got 2 Blood Crypts and Mortars. Ideally, it's just like, yeah, okay, monstrous your guy, kill your guy, attack you. You know, what are you even thinking about? But Chris doesn't want to give away any information. He never takes his turns very fast. That's one thing that I've always noticed about watching him play. Is he's going to play the Blood Crypt tap. You know, he's going to come to the best decision, and it's a pretty clear decision on what he should do this turn, but he also doesn't want to give away any information that, yeah, this is really all that I have, and do this past the turn back.
Well, the good thing is that also when he makes his decision, he doesn't hesitate. Like, he just does it. Like you saw there, he thought it through, and he figured, all right, this is the right line of play. He didn't waver, and he just went for it.
No. Baugh going to play a Courser, turn over a Voyaging Satyr, play a Forest, go up to 5. See if he's got another creature to play or not. I don't think it matters if he does, because we all know that he has Mizzy Mortars in his hand, does VanMeter. You see Baugh going to reaching right now.
He's got a Thought Seize. If he casts the Thought Seize, he can actually take the Mizzy Mortars. Unfortunately, he doesn't.
I think this is one of those turns that Chris will take fast. he doesn't play a lot of fast ones, but he's going to play this one pretty quick. And Baugh is going to concede the game. Chris VanMeter working his way towards another slicing and dicing of the beard. 4-0 with Jund Monsters.
This will not lose with this deck.
Hey, there is something